Hello guys and welcome back to my kitchen. Today's recipe is a vegetarian version of a classic comfort food, Asian mushroom burger. Perfectly breaded and fried until golden, this mushroom burger is topped with cheddar and veggies. Even carnivores will love it. So let's begin. I love this recipe because actually it's not a vegetarian recipe. It is vegetarian, but I didn't do this recipe because I wanted to make something bigger or vegetarian. I did this recipe because I love mushrooms. So I wanted to make a nice mushroom burger, and this is the best recipe ever. Trust me, if you try it once, you will love it. If you have a burger house, you will put it on the menu. If you are a vegetarian or vegan, it will be by far the best recipe you have. I'm telling you. Now, I need 2 onions, and I will start with sauteing onions, and then I will add the mushrooms. Here I have 2 nice onions. You don't have to finely chop them because we will caramelize them, and actually they will become like marmalade and they will melt. Now, 2 onions. Voila! Now, extra virgin Greek olive oil, and I want good amount of it. About 3 to 4 tablespoons should be enough. So I'm adding the onion. These burgers will be the best burgers ever. Trust me. Now, I will carry on with the mushrooms. Here I have oyster mushrooms, but you can use any kind of mushroom you have. I prefer these mushrooms for this recipe because they have this meaty texture and I love them. They're not porcini. They're not very expensive, but actually they look like porcinis, and you can find them everywhere. But if you cannot find them, then what else mushrooms can you use like this? Portobello, champignon, what else? Oyster mushrooms, okay? Don't worry about the mushrooms. The only thing you have to worry is about the chopping. I want them to chop them into nice bits, as you can see here, because I want to have this meaty texture. If you want to make it easier, you can blitz them in a blender, but then you will have more smushy texture, and this is something that I don't like. I want to have this meaty texture. That's why I do this way these burgers. I will add the first batch of mushrooms, and I will carry on the same procedure until I finish my mushrooms. Voila! And now it's time to saute everything very well. But before I saute them, I will add the rest of the ingredients except panko and eggs. And as you can see, the volume of mushrooms are too much. We want at least to have the half volume, so we need to cook through to evaporate the most of the moisture to make sure that the taste of the mushroom burgers are so dense, so nice, so sexy. So at this point I will add some salt, some pepper, and I have some chili flakes here to become more spicy, and the zest of 1 lemon. Now I have to be a little bit patient. For how long, my friend Lakis? Yeah? Yeah, I think we need a little bit more because my pan is very big. So if you don't have this big pan in your home, probably you will need more than 7-8 minutes. You will need about 15 minutes. We want to have a nice texture of mushrooms, and we can see that the mushrooms are cooked through totally, 100%. So approximately with this pan, we will need about 10 minutes, but if you have a smaller pan, then you will need some more, 15 to 20 minutes. Now, be patient, and when we have a nice thick shell of mushrooms, we will carry on with the recipe. And my mushrooms are ready. I want you to see the caramelization. It's very important to cook them through, to take off all the excess moisture, and for sure to take all this taste from the mushrooms. Now, it's very good to leave on the side the mixer for about 10 minutes to 15 until the temperature drops down. But if you don't have time, you will carry on as I will do. Now, I will add the rest of the ingredients. Here I have gloves. Yeah. Here I have some sesame oil. We are making Asian burgers, so we want this Asian flavor. Number one ingredient is always sesame oil. We need some soy sauce. We want some cheddar cheese because we want a glue for these mushrooms. We didn't smash them, we chopped them. So you know that it's gonna be difficult to shape them out, but don't worry. If we add all these ingredients that I'm adding, you will make proper burgers. And the rest ingredient is panko. If you don't have panko, you can use normal breadcrumbs, it's okay. But we're making Asian burgers, so panko is the number one ingredient to use for this recipe. Now, one egg. And this is it. Now we have to mix everything. It's hot, so I will use a spatula until it cools down. At this point, it's so characteristic, the smell of sesame oil and soya sauce and the texture of the mushrooms. It's something unbeatable. Now, I need a nice chopping board, and if you want thick, proper burgers, you can have 6 of them with this amount. But if you want more thin, more elegant, you can have up to 10, okay? It depends on taste. How many do you want, Lakis? 6, big one, eh? Yeah. So, I will take some of my mixture here and I will shape it into my hands. We can see the mushrooms. I told you that it's not gonna be so easy to shape them into burgers, but finally, if you follow my instructions, it will be perfect. And I will carry on with the next one, the second one. I will shape it. Now, it's time to prepare them. I will do that with a nice Anglaise way. This is pané à l'anglaise, the most common way to bread something. So I have Chinese breadcrumbs, panko, flour, and 2 eggs. I will add my eggs here. Salt and pepper. Whoop. Whisk, whisk. And easy cheesy, I will take the first burger again, try to make it look nice. And don't worry about the shape now, because actually the breading will hold the shape of the burgers. Now, be patient and be very, very careful. First flour, then egg, and then panko, or any other breadcrumbs you have at home. Now, if you do this procedure, from now on, your burger is safe. It cannot break. I will carry on with the rest of the burgers and then we will deep fry them and serve them. And I'm almost done. I'm starting giving color to the burger buns. I have this nice brioche from my burger house. You can have the best brunch and the best burger ever, I'm telling you. And I have 2 more. I'm almost done. And as you can see, everything is under control. Now, I already deep fried the 4 burgers, and look at this crust, look at this color. And I will start preparing my burgers. Now, underneath, I will add some barbecue sauce. This is a homemade barbecue sauce. I love making my own barbecue. Now, always remember, if you add the barbecue sauce or ketchup, to do that underneath the burger to take all the flavor. If you put underneath the burger mayo, the mayo will split because it will be hot, the burger, and it will split the mayo. Now I'm ready. Unbelievable. Look at this crust. See that? It's crunchy on the outside and soft and juicy on the inside. This is heavenly good. I will add my burgers on top. 1, 2, 5, 6. Oh la la. So it's time for cheddar cheese. Now it's time for Mr. Tomato. I want 6 slices. 1 thin. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want thin slices of tomato because I don't want to take so much water inside my burger. I want the freshness of the tomato, but not too much. And of course, I want the crunch effect of the lettuce. I'm using some iceberg lettuce, and if you want to use any vegan mayo or mayo or anything else, any sauce you like, you can put on top, but I will leave it as it is because the burger is so sexy and actually you don't need anything else. And I will put on the top the other bun. Oh my god, this is lovely. And I have some pickled cucumbers here, homemade. I'm always adding the cucumbers on top because many people don't like them. So if they don't like them, they have the opportunity to take them out. But some people don't, I don't know why. And it's time to serve this bad boy. Ooh, 1, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, the label says superfood because actually it's a superfood burger. Now, I want a nice platter. This one. And I need good amount of fries. Oh my god. Lovely. Let's see how it looks from the inside. Of course, if you like the cucumber, you put it in and then you can hear the sound. Look at this. See? This is not a classic burger. This burger has layers, so many texture and flavor that you never tried before. Now, I have the opportunity to try some of it, maybe 6 of them. No, I will share the burgers with my friends here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, exactly. So I have 1 for myself. Please make comments under the video if you try the recipe, and if you don't try the recipe, again make comments under the video. Share this lovely recipe with your vegetarian friends or not, and follow in social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Viber, and TikTok. What else, Lakis?
Make this recipe.
Of course, make this recipe. Please try it and tell me your thoughts. See you next time. Bye bye. Γεια σας.